and welcome to the DABL Coffee Cup Games. This is the Diamond Association of Baseball Legends using Strat-O-Matic. Yo, what's up? This is Coach DK coming at you with another Strat-O-Matic. So let's have some fun on this one. We got a really good game based on the season results so far. We got the Brooklyn Superbas. They are 19-8, leading the National League, but followed close behind them. 3 games out is the Chicago Orphans, who are 16-11. Chicago will be hosting the game, so we'll obviously be controlling Chicago, see if we can upset Brooklyn. Right now, you can tell Brooklyn and Chicago are leading the pack. You got Boston followed closely behind them with a 14-10 record and a half game behind Chicago. Philadelphia and New York is at 500. You got Cincinnati in 6th, Pittsburgh in 7th, and St. Louis. Yowzers, man. They're 7-17. They were 5th in the actual results in 1900. But they are at the bottom of the barrel so far. This will be the 11th team that we've covered out of this 16 between the National and the American League, 8 teams in each. We have not done St. Louis. I don't believe we've done Cincinnati. So I think on the other side might be Detroit, Minneapolis, and Buffalo we haven't done. So as you can tell, the records. So I'll go ahead and move myself so you can quickly just see that. But for today's matchup, we do have the Brooklyn Superbas. Leading off, it's going to be Jones. We've actually covered Brooklyn, I think, twice already. So I think this is the 3rd time we're going to be able to watch them. Lave Cross, again, is at 3rd. He'll be batting 2nd. Keeler, Willie Keeler, right fielder. Joe Kelly is going to be playing 1st. Daly batting 5th is 2nd base. Sheckard playing left field. Deacon McGuire is going to be behind the mound. And the guy who we haven't seen yet, DeMontreville, we're playing short, and the pitcher will be Knops, though it says on the screen here, the field, McGinnity. He was the last guy. I just forgot to change it. So for the Chicago Orphans, we have Mertz, who's going to be playing 1st base leading off. You got Green, who is the center fielder. You got Frank Chance, the Hall of Famer. He is in behind the plate, batting 3rd. McCarthy will be in left field. Ryan is the right fielder batting 5th. Bradley, the 3rd baseman. Cupid Childs, 2nd baseman. B. McCormick, the shortstop, will be batting 8th. And then Jack Taylor will be taking the mound. So just giving you a heads up, that's what that's going to be looking like. And so just to be able to jump in a little bit to the pregame stuff, we are, as you can tell, August 28th, a Saturday game here. And so very close game. Current series total, it looks like this is the first of the 3-game series. We will be playing at West Side Grounds in Chicago. Cupid Childs has the longest hitting streak of both teams right now with 8 games. Lave Cross is at 5. Hottest hitter is Joe Kelly, who's batting .536, looks like. Wee Keeler is batting .467. So it looks like they have some good bats, but it looks like Chicago's best hitter in the last 10 games has been Ryan and Klingman. So this is the last 10 games of how they've done, not necessarily their season. So let's just go ahead and let's hop on into the game. Excuse me, I have a little bit of a tickle, but that's okay. And here we go, West Side Grounds, a large park. So that's what we got. Jack Taylor's going to be pitching, and the first batter is going to be Jones, and he's going to get a pop out. So 1 down already. Next batter is going to be Lave Cross. He is going to draw a walk. We have at least be able to keep these guys on base. Taylor's got a little bit of a decent pickoff, -2. Fly ball to right field. Let's see what Ryan can do with it. And he makes the catch, so 2 down. And now Joe Kelly is up, and he is going to line out to McCarthy in left field, looks like. So we have 3 outs, and we're heading down to the bottom of the first. Knops is going to be placed in against Mertz. Mertz is going to fly out. He's a 299 hitter, and unfortunately, that's not going to do it. Next up is Green. As I've been going through some of these, I've been trying to get the pictures updated as I find them, so sorry about that. That's kind of a crappy picture in my opinion, but and looks like an error against Daly, so we got a runner on. We're going to go ahead and try to steal. Chicago needs to take advantage of every opportunity they have if they want to stay in the walk. Frank Chance draws a walk. Next up is McCarthy, who's hitting 367 this year, so he's having a good April. Unfortunately, though, he is not having a good day as he just ground out into a double play. Next up is Daly, and he is going to ground out to first, or hit a ground ball to first base, where Mertz is going to go ahead and grab that. Pitcher is injured, but he seems okay. I was going to say, yikes. And next up is Sheckard, who draws a walk. Sheckard is really not much of a steal threat, so they're going to try a hit and run. And unfortunately, it looks like another, is that an error? No, it's just a single that apparently the hit and run worked well. Line out to Bradley for 2 down, so runners on first and third. Let's see if Taylor can get out of this with the pitcher up, Knops, and he's going to line out. So luckily for us, got the right hitters at the right time. Ryan's up. He's going to hit a ball to first base. And it is going to be an out. Back to the top of the order. Nope, I take that back. 6th batter. Bradley's going to be up. He hits a liner to center, and it's a single. Cupid Childs is up. He is batting 254. And he is going to take a single. Cupid Childs, one of my a player that I really do enjoy. And still trying to figure out, listen, how is Cupid Childs not in any hero set? I mean, come on, man. The guy was like the best second baseman during the entire 19th century. So, can we please get him into one of the hero sets? Please. Come on, Hal. All right, next up is McCormick. And, has a chance for a home run, but it's not going to be long enough. Keeler is going to be back there. He is going to snag that in, 2 down. Unfortunately, now is our pitcher, and he is going to ground out the first. And that'll end the inning. Here's a fly ball to left field. Excuse me. Here's a ground ball to third. So that's going to be 2 down. Wee Willie Keeler is going to be up, the Hall of Famer, the legend. And he hits a single, so his 427 average is going to go up with that. Next is Joe Kelly, who's also above 400. He's hitting 411 so far. He has 2 home runs, but unfortunately this time, struck him out. So going in the bottom of the third, we have Mertz, who's going to be up, and he is going to line out to second base. Next up is Green, and that'll be a ground out. And next is going to be Frank Chance, and he's going to single. So 2 times up, 2 times gets on. First time he was walked, but we're going to go ahead and try to see if we can steal him here. Whoa, do I want to attempt this? Let's go for it. Frank Chance got destroyed. So that didn't work out well. Ground ball to short. We're going to see what McCormick can do with it. Excuse me. And unfortunately, it looks like it is a single with the throwing error. So he advances to second. And now a wild pitch. Why are you bringing my infield in, man? sure if I would do that, but it does keep the runner at bay. McGuire is up, but we're going to go ahead and walk him. Putting runners first and third, try to get a double out. Stops the runner from scoring, but we get the out, so 2 down. Bringing in Knops, the pitcher, the guy that we want. He's going to hit a ball to shortstop, which is what you would want, and unfortunately, McCormick, you saw. So that allows a run, keeps hitting alive, and now Jones is going to knock in another one. And Taylor, frustrated now, decides to get down and strikes out Cross. McCarthy's up. We're now down 2-1. Ground ball to short, and that'll be easily taken. Ryan's going to be up, and he's going to ground out to the pitcher. Next up is Bradley, who is going to strike out. So at the bottom, after 4 innings, it is 2-1 Brooklyn over Chicago. Brooklyn has 4 hits, committed 1 error, and Chicago has 3 hits, but they committed 2 errors. So based on that stat line, it is no wonder that the Brooklyn Superbas are up. Starting the 5th, we get a Willie Keeler is going to pop out. Next up, Kelly, who hasn't had a hit all day, and then he steps in and gets a triple. He is going to go for the home run. Inside the park. Joe Kelly. I'd rather you be on my team than against you. I'll just say well done. And let that one go. Next up is Daly, who's going to fly out to right field. Sheckard's up. He's going to draw a walk. McGuire's up. He is going to, almost, but no cigar. And that'll end the inning. So, Brooklyn has scored 3 runs in the last 2 innings. In the top of the 5th, Joe Kelly gets an in-the-park home run at West Side Grounds. So now Cupid Childs is up. He's 1 for 1. Cupid Childs for the year looks like he's batting .264, though in the season he originally had done .241. He is 32 years old at this point, so he is definitely toward the latter parts of his career. But let's see if he can do something for us. And again, Cupid Childs, how? Please put him in Heroes. Please. How? Can we please have Cupid Childs in Hero set? Please. Please. Thank you. Really appreciate it. All right, so next up is McCormick, but we're going to go ahead and try to steal first. Well, we're going to steal second, but we're going to steal before we... Yeah, I think you guys get what I'm saying. So, unfortunately, he's held on pretty closely. And it is going to be ground ball, fielder's choice. McCormick's not going to see if he can get something going. And he is thrown out. So that's the second runner that we've had thrown out at second. Chance was thrown out, then McCormick. And Taylor, the pitcher, is going to now fly out to right field. So going into the top of the 6th, it's going to be a ground ball to second base. And he is out. Next up is Frank Chance. He is going to line out. Next up is Jones. He's 1 for 3 with a single in his last at bat with an RBI. And he's going to pop out. And now we're going to enter the bottom of the 6th inning. And we are at the top of our lineup. Merckx is going to be up first. He's going to draw a walk. We are, of course, going to try to steal. He gets a good lead, and 0 for 3 on stolen bases. McGuire is having a field day. I'm just going to say that. Deacon McGuire is destroying us. He's throwing guys out like Chief Zimmer. We're going to hit a fly ball to right field, and that'll be snagged. Frank Chance is up. He's going to hit a ground ball to second. So we are going to enter the top of the 7th, but before we do, that's right, it is the player in the spotlight, and of course, who else would it be but Cupid Childs? Cupid Childs is 32 years old in 1900. He is playing, obviously, in the American League right before it becomes an official major league. And Cupid Childs, the reason I really like him, I live in Baltimore now. So he was born in Baltimore, Maryland. He died in Baltimore. He lived most of his life in Baltimore. He was born in Calvert County, Maryland in 1867. And he was called Cupid mainly because he had a baby face and a pudgy little appearance. He was 5 feet 8 inches tall, and he weighed 185 pounds, and they called him Cupid because he resembled a cherub. But he led the league in runs in 1892 with the Cleveland Spiders, who had several stars, including Cy Young, George Davis, and Jesse Burkett. The team went to the league championship series where they lost to the Boston Beaneaters. They had similar success in 1895 when they finished second in the league and played in the Temple Cup, which was like the championship of that time. Childs was among the top 10 players in the league in walks every season between 1890 and 1900. Dude could get on base, just straight up. He gets on base. He finished second in walks every season between 91 and 94. He led the league in doubles and extra base hits in 1890. In May 1900, Childs was attempting a double play against the Pittsburgh Pirates when the Pirates player-manager Fred Clark slid into him. There was a brief confrontation on the field, and then Childs spotted Clark at the train station after the game. Dude, don't mess with Cupid. Childs charged Clark and badly beat the manager in the ensuing fistfight. The next day, fans in Pittsburgh showed up in large numbers, tripled the average Monday attendance, hoping to see a continuation of the scuffle, but the game was played without incident. Childs' playing time fell off in his final season of 1901, so this is his last real season, if you want to call it that, where he played full time. And he was a .306 career hitter. He retired with a .416 on base percentage, had 991 walks, 269 stolen bases, and has played more than 1,400 games at second base. Childs is also well known for being a great defensive player. And so, in case you didn't get this at all during this game, how Cupid Childs, please, hero set, you know what we're talking about. He should have been in number 2, definitely should have been in number 3. He best be being in number 4. So please, Cupid Childs. Cupid Childs' best season probably was, I would say, 96 when he was with Cleveland. He batted .355. He had over 100 walks, or had 100 walks. Only season with over 100 RBIs, and he had 106 runs. His next best season probably could have been 92 or 94. So it seems like every even season, Childs does well. But Childs needs to be in a hero set, man. Please get him in there. Looking forward to it. All right, so top of the 7th, we got Leif Cross. He's going to ground ball to second field to, guess who? Cupid Childs. And easy pickup, smooth pickup by Childs. Man, it's almost like he should be a hero in the hero set. Just saying. Fly ball to left field. McCarthy's going to be there. Joe Kelly's up, and Kelly, who's already had an in-the-park home run on a triple that he stretched out, this time just stays with a triple. So apparently he's going for the cycle, if possible. All right, Kelly, you're killing me. Daly's up. He's 1 for 3 with a run, and he's going to ground ball to short, and that'll be it. So we now are at the 7th inning stretch, and we get our trivia question. Give one of the 2 reasons that Sid Fernandez of the New York Mets wore uniform number 50 in 1984. He wanted 50 saves. I have no idea. Because he came from the 50th state, Hawaii, enjoyed watching the television game or the television program Hawaii 5-0. So I have not gotten one of those right yet. I would not have known that about Sid Fernandez, the Hawaiian who liked Hawaii 5-0. So McCarthy's up. He's a number 4 batter. Let's see if we can get a rally started, and unfortunately not. Knops is very, very much controlling us. He has given up only 4 hits. He's walked 2. He does have a strikeout, and he's given up the sole run, so it was earned. Ryan now grounds out. Brings up Bradley, who's going to pop out to shortstop. DeMontreville is there, and that will end the inning as we enter into the top of the 8th in a very low-scoring 3-1 game. As the pitchers have done a fantastic job controlling the bats. Sheckard is going to ground out. The Childs, who makes another play. How? He made another play. Deacon McGuire's up. There's going to be a ground ball to shortstop. McCormick's going to scoop that one up and get him on out. And now DeMontreville is up, and he's going to ground out. So Taylor is doing a fantastic job, minus an in-the-park home run and a crappy, rough 4th. But Cuba Child is up, and guess what, Hal? He's 2 for 2. Just saying. And so Hal is up, and he is going to line out the third base. It would have been really good, Cupid, if he would have got another hit there. Oof. McCormick has a chance for a single, but unfortunately, it is not in the dice. So, Taylor, our pitcher, is going to walk. Yay. Taylor will take a freebie. Mertz is up, and he is going to ground out. Ending the inning, entering the top of the 9th. Taylor still in control. He is tired. So I want to keep him in. He is only pitched 8 innings, given up 6 hits. Walked 4, strikeout 2. It has given up a home run. Let's see what they do with Knops. And they're going to let Knops hit. And, of course, a double. The pitcher gets a double. He's been killing us. All right, so let's bring in a pitcher. Let's bring in a new pitcher. We're going to bring in Harvey to go against the lefty Jones, and Jones is going to single. Runner holds, runners on first and third. Leave Cross is up. We are just simply going to hold on to the ball. Infield is in. Leave Cross has just pretty much ended the game. He has hit a 3-run home run. Wheatkeeler, 1 for 4. He's going to pop out. It's amazing that a game like this, you still get very frustrated when you lose. Joe Kelly, who has a triple and a home run, is going to pop out, making 2 down. And Daly is going to get a single. Sheckard is up. He is going to single. Hold on to the ball. Might as well just walk him because we can't take any more damage, so we'll get the Montreville up. And it worked out as he popped out finally out of the inning. Brooklyn Superbas show why they are leading the league, the National League, with their record, as they just went off in the ninth, top of the ninth, with a Lave Cross 3-run home run. And we are now with 3 outs away from losing this one. Fly ball to center field. Jones is moving to his left, and he makes the catch. Frank Chance is up. He has a single and a walk. He is going to get another single, so he is 2 for 3, but on base 3 times. We do not need a stolen base, but I do not want to end on a double play. You know what? He's thrown me out 3 times so far, including Frank Chance, so we are going to just sit tight. McCarthy now hits a single. See if they bring somebody in for Knops. Not yet. Another single. Not bottom of the 9th inning. We have now gotten the bases loaded. We have Bradley up, who's batting .310 this year. And Ned Hanlon is visiting the umpire. He'll make the double switch. Harry Howell has been called from the bullpen. And Bill Dolan will come in as shortstop. So let's see what Howell can do against Bradley. Oh, Bradley. Come on, man. Cupid Childs. Dude, if he gets a hit here, he best be in the hero set. If he doesn't, he still should be. But if he gets a hit here, I'm telling you, man. Cupid Childs, what do we got? Oh. Ground ball. In the game. But it would have been legendary had he made that, gotten a hit there. So, unfortunately, we lose 6-1. Brooklyn dominates us after a good second inning. We were pretty much just shut down and couldn't get anything really going until the bottom of the 9th. But it was too little too late and couldn't knock in any runs. So, unfortunately, didn't do well enough. So let's just look at some of the stats here. Joe Kelly did have a triple in the park home run. Lave Cross had the 3-run homer. Knops, though, till the 9th inning, the dude was on fire. 8 in the 3rd inning, 7 hits, 1 earned run, 3 walks, a strikeout. Did really, really well for me. Who wouldn't you think had the most hits? But Frank Chance, the Hall of Famer, and Cupid Childs. But Jack Taylor struggled getting guys on. He only allowed 7 hits, but he did walk 4. And obviously some errors. We had 2 errors by us that did not help. Joe Kelly slammed a home run at West Side Grounds as the Brooklyn Superbas beat the Chicago Orphans by the count of 6-1. Jerry Knops earned his pay with a solid performance for Brooklyn. He allowed 7 hits, 3 walks in 8 in the 3rd innings, dropping his ERA from 2.57 to 2.01. For the game, Brooklyn out-hit Chicago 11-7. Knops was helped out by Harry Howell, who recorded his 4th save. Dude, Howell? Maybe leading the league. Jack Taylor, 1-4, was tagged with the loss. Dude. With this win, Brooklyn has a division-leading 20-8 record. They have been 7-3 lately. With the loss, the Chicago Ball Club's record is 16-12. No, I really enjoyed that one. Obviously, would have loved to have seen Cupid Childs come through in the bottom of the 9th. But, you do these games, you get to recognize some players that are just, you learn through history, and I enjoy being a historian of the game. Learning about players, and so Cupid Childs obviously one that I would like to see him in the hero set for StratOMatic, but hey, it is what it is. Good.